Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Sisters. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, a rescue cat, who likes to craft in her spare time, has graduated with her degree in sign language interpreting, as well as law school, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem. And to be honest, I could use both. And if you are a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab a drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. Yeah. So I'm behind. Last week I ended up falling down my front steps. I ended up going to the doctor the next day, to the ortho clinic, and I sprained my wrist, which is lots of fun. I don't know why my phone is going off. So I do have a brace, although I don't wear it all the time. In fact, I don't wear it very often just because it's not very comfortable and I have a hard time typing and getting stuff done. So I did that. I bruised my tailbone. I mean, when I fell, it was of epic proportion. And the doctor is 99% sure that I tore my quad. So she yanked Bear Lake from me. She's like, absolutely not. We cannot risk. Can't do it. And that made me very sad. Very, very sad. But at the same time, I did not want to risk making anything in that quad more angry at me. Or risking further damage. So we did not do Bear Lake yesterday. And the weather would have been perfect. Absolutely perfect. So yeah. I did perform my friend Taryn and Brandon's wedding. It was gorgeous. Taryn's beautiful anyways, so, it was absolutely gorgeous. And then we went, the twins came with me, and we went to the reception and had a great time, and left and came home. And I have just been exhausted. Have we gotten the floor finished? No, I have not, because every time I turn around, I am been bombarded with other stuff to take care of. Life happens. Do I hope that it happens this week? Yes. Have I heard from Wayne County? No. Am I freaking out? Yes. The longer it goes on, the more I feel like I either didn't get picked or I'm waiting on the person that they picked to reject the job because I'm second choice. Now, am I second choice and will I still take the job? Sure. Do I also realize that on some level that's just my own negative self-talk? Yes. It still sucks. So I'm going to keep requesting more prayers. What else? I took my mom to the doctor for her knee. The doctor, he sent his medical assistant. He will not even come into the room and talk to my mother. And it was also noted that it was mostly because I was there. And they know I'm an attorney. Because my mother makes it a big deal every time I go with her to make sure that they know I'm an attorney. Now, the funny part is I do not and never have handled medical malpractice cases. The only one I ever handled was when I was a law student back in 1997, when I sued about my own surgery botch job. Before the laws were changed, and it was a little bit easier to sue for medical malpractice. Would I have won that case now? No. Would I have even taken my own case? No, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to medical malpractice. Don't know. I refer those to a very good friend who is very, very good at them. But I don't know. So my mother, of course, makes it a big deal, which I laugh secretly inside, my inside voice, about it every time because, again, I don't do medical malpractice. I don't even know what the standards. I do know the standards. Would I be able to flub my way through it? Sure. The problem is that here in Michigan, at least, several years ago, all of the doctors and lobbyists, like in their white coats, went and lobbied in Lansing and got the laws changed here. And there was this huge tort reform. And I am going down a squirrel hole so deep right now. So I apologize. So basically, you have to get another you have to give them notice that you intend to sue. You have to also include another doctor's affidavit that says, oh yes, that doctor in fact did breach the standard of care. Good luck finding that. Good luck. Because that doctor has to be within the area. It's not like I can pull a doctor from California to write that affidavit. I have to find a doctor in the Metro Detroit area who does that type of surgery on a regular basis, who will then say, oh no, his colleague breached the standard of care. Really? You go find that? I mean, good luck. Good luck. I mean, short of you amputated the wrong leg, which has happened, good luck finding that for most things. It is very difficult standard to even get into court with a malpractice case for medical malpractice here in Michigan. Do I think that needs to be changed? Absolutely. Am I going to lead that forefront to change that? No, not right now. Honestly, I don't have the bandwidth. Okay, so she tells him that. So now the doctor won't even come into the room anymore with us. And they told her a completely different story about what is going on with this mass that's behind that knee. Yeah, I'm thrilled. So she is actually almost hit the 3-month out marker, at which point a doctor who specializes in knee replacement revisions will now see her. So she's going to make that appointment. I have got my weeks all confused, to be honest, and which is really scary because I have it in a planner. I have a planner. I do write things in my planner. Yeah. So this is the week that I have my GI doctor appointment. Not last week. I know. It like all kinds of fun. And this is the week also, I believe, yes, that I go and see the new possible primary care physician. So fingers crossed. Just send the good juju my way. Really and truly. Okay. So did I get a lot of classwork done? I didn't do any classwork. Although I am about 2 more lessons, I think, maybe 3 lessons away from completing my certification to be a public health nutritionist, which is kind of interesting. It's interesting to learn. I'm constantly learning, looking to add more information to the warehouse. This is the warehouse. Okay, so I did get a lot of office work done. I'm still so far behind. I don't know why I am, and don't even say it, Timmy and Kim, don't even say it. I am absolutely exhausted. I mean, to the point where I think I could probably sleep 20 hours if my bladder would let me and still be tired. I am just exhausted. I did finish the antibiotics for my finger. It's not looking 100%, but whatever. It's looking way better and it doesn't hurt, so we'll go with it. We'll keep an eye on it. So I don't know if it's a side effect of the antibiotic that I was on. I don't know. All I know is that I am freaking exhausted, which again then puts in I don't have the bandwidth to even direct the kids on how to do what needs to be done. Bella's been washing some dishes and things like that, so I mean, laundry's done. I had to go buy some more new black leggings. I know. So, but I do have some haul. It's not necessarily actually some of it's not cross-stitch related. That's okay. What it does mean though, because it's supposed to be Christmas gifts for the kids, is that hopefully soon I will pull out my sewing machine and get some sewing done, because that would be good. Plus, if I can pull out my sewing machine and get a couple things cut out, I will have well, first of all, it would take care of a lot of fabric that's sitting on my dryer right now. And that would be good, but it would also give me a couple more shirts and some dresses to wear, so that's always good. But there's a couple custom knit fabric places. They do cotton woven too, because you'll see that I have some of that too. Groups that I buy from, so that the kids have like really cool. That's where, if you recall, like way back, I bought the pangolin and the axolotl fabric from. It was one of those groups. So my order finally came in, which is awesome. So I got some cotton yardage of Totoro, and he's just absolutely gorgeous. I have a yard. I'm pretty sure it's a yard. So I don't. It's not enough to make a shirt totally out of it for being. It's definitely not enough to make leggings or like pajama pants. But if I partner it up with something, it definitely will make her a cute top or something. Then I think I got 2 yards of this actually. So this is, it's like butter. It's so soft. It's a knit. See, it's nice and stretchy. So I was thinking that I would make her some cute pajama pants type pants out of this. Bella happens to love Pikachu. Where did he go? Pikachu and Evie. So I got her to make something for her out of that. What really started me down the rabbit hole was this lady made this most amazing bag for her son, believe it or not. And it's like a backpack bag. It was so cute that I just stopped and I was like, oh my god. One of William's favorite characters is Toad from Mario Brothers. Forgive my crinkling. Toad from Mario Brothers. And so I was like, oh my god. So this is actually canvas duck cloth. Is that okay? So it's from Notorious Fabrics. They're out of Idaho. So I got the canvas. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, so she had this, which is absolutely adorable. And then from another site, and if you're interested in which site is what, let me know. I don't remember offhand. I want to say this is like Doobie Fabrics or something. It's like a pleather for the bottom of the bag, which is kind of cool because they also sent me, Bodio fabric. I think it's Bodio .com. So now that I realize that. Okay, so those two to go together. But then, because you know me, and I gotta be extra, and really and truly it's partly because she was extra and I loved it. Oh, so cute. So my thought is, okay, so she got zipper pull. She had the zipper pulls that she attached to them. Oh, you can't see. Son of a witch. Hang on. Okay, so I got Bella to make Bella something. Is Pikachu. And then I didn't know if I wanted the rainbow colored Toad or if I just wanted him in silver. Or the Mama Pete. So I got both because, you know, it's not like my son's going to suddenly stop loving Toad. But you can kind of see. There we go. I don't know. But he's all shiny and rainbowy. He's like that galaxy. So I got those zipper pulls to go with that too. Will that get made this week? Nope. Sure won't. Will it get made sometime, hopefully before Christmas? God willing. Okay, and don't. Okay, so then in one of the destashing groups, they had some patterns, and I was like, okay, I need those. Well, now I'm sorry that I ordered the one because I can't get the other country that I need. Hello, that sucks. Okay, so I got Korea, and I have Ireland coming, so those can get made up for my friend. And I'm thinking just for his Christmas tree, maybe, because they're not very big. They come with all the hoochmajiggies. I think the floss and the fabric are in here. I didn't even open them up. I know they're the patterns. Oh yeah, and it's just a little even weave, but it comes with all the flosses, so that's cool. Doesn't look like it comes with the finishing, but that's weird because it's very distinctive what the finishing should be. So maybe I can, these will go on the agenda to finish for next year. Because, yeah. Okay, so Ireland is coming. It should be here any day now, to go with that. So then I was like, okay, well then I'll make my mom England and Poland, because that's her two nationalities, right? And I thought she'll love that. So I got England on the D-stash. Come to find out, she never charted Poland. What? Why not? And I reached out to her, she's like, oh yeah, she goes, and a bunch of other people, like several other people are like, oh yeah, Poland would be great to have. And she's like, well, maybe you can just, figure it out. They take a lot of research. Really? Really? It took me 2 seconds to figure out what the national bird of Poland and what the national flag was, because, or not flag, but the national flower, because, Google. So I'm rather irritated. So I have that. And then, this is I'm actually going to do this twice. I'm going to send one to Tammy and one to Kim, and it's Texas. And if you know, you know. So sorry, Kim and Tammy. I just spoiled the surprise. Is it going to get sent to you this year? No. Will it get sent to you next year? Sure, maybe. So I also have to find Michigan. I kind of want Michigan and Florida. And then somebody was like, well, you should do Ohio and Georgia as well. Because Michigan, Georgia, and Ohio are the 3 states that I have lived in. So we'll see. But I grabbed Texas because it was like $8. And I was like, okay, that's super cute. Okay, so that's all of my haul. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, so we have been stitching up, because what I did is I went through and I was like, okay, so what do I need left to finish my whip go board? Where are we at to bring the whip, not to finish it, but to bring it current? And then what do I need to stitch on in order to be like caught up not only on whip go, but then also stitching with the stars and stitching survivor, or survivor stitching. Hashtag survivor stitching is what I've been using. And I made my list, and I've just been very focused on really and truly trying to get through things, and that's been very helpful. And then I've been trying to throw back in like 4th of July rules and things like that are my normal stitching. The problem is that I just realized I misplaced, maybe I refound it. My list of my Dancing with the Stars assignments. I found it. We're safe. I found it. Okay. So as of right now, this is what where I'm at with Whip Go. It's not too bad. I'm actually not as far behind as I thought. So November and December. So I actually, out of the ones that have been called, so I have my October calls. I have one of September's calls still to do. And then I have still to finish June and August. I know, it's weird. Which then actually would only leave me 2 squares. If I got all of that caught up, that would only leave me 2 squares open. One of them is a viewer's choice. So if you want to go ahead and vote now what the viewer's choice is, that would be great. Ideally, you will pick something. All right, Kim, I already know what you're going to vote on because you always say the same thing, and it cracks me up. Ideally, it is something that I already have in my, like, I'm focusing on, like, trying to get finished. But, you know, if you want me to work on Pandemic, great. If you want me to work on Modern Folk Embroidery, the old style, that's great too. Because originally I had wanted to get both of those. Well, I wanted to get the Modern Folk Embroidery one done this year. It's not going to happen. We also have Mermaid Santa that could get pulled out, and he's pretty darn close to a finish. You'll see him tonight. I mean, there's so many, like, really and truly. I have so many freaking whips. It's ridiculous. I've got to whip down. Like, I know other people are starting to whip up. I can't. My brain can't do it. As much as there's a lot of things that I want to start, I can't. I can't. It causes me anxiety. Okay, so that said, last week on Survivor, there was we had our Survivor tribes, and unfortunately, when I redid my list, I realized that I got rid of my previous weeks and who won what. But last week because I'm current on Survivor up until this week. Okay, but last week on Survivor, they threw us a loop where they sent one member of each tribe to Isolation Island. And so for that, then they threw us the challenge of pick a whip that has been in timeout and make a stitch goal and make it happen. So I pulled out Mermaid Santa, is what I call him, because I cannot stand doing this back stitching. Oh my God. And my goal was just 100 stitches in whatever project it was that I pulled. And God knows I have enough projects in timeout too that it wouldn't be forgotten projects. So I ended up getting a couple more rows of scales on him done. He looks so good though. I mean, honestly, I love the details of the scales. And I am starting to realize what the pattern is, which is making them much easier. And then he's got his fantastic fins. So there's still really good chance that he will get done by Christmas or at least by the end of the year. And I'm fine with even by the end of the year. Well, thank you, Oreo. Okay. I'm going to set them over here because there's a lot going on over here. Okay. So then, on my WhipGo board is the Wonders of the Solar System sale by Climbing Goat Studio. This was the sale from, I want to say 2021. It could have actually been 2020. I'm pretty sure it's 2021. Okay. So, my goal this year is to finish it. I am almost finished, as you'll see in just a minute. So, this is, I think it's just a WhipGo piece. Yes. It is assigned to a dancer, though. I'm pretty sure. I think it is. I could look. Yes. So if Danny Amendola ever is the top guy or gets eliminated, this is his piece. Okay. So I finished Saturn. I have Jupiter and whatever this one. Oops. So I have this one to go, and then I have this one to go, and then I have the little rock here, the comet, and this one, and then just a random spattering of stars. It's just stitched on a 14 count gray Aida. And Bella is going to decide whether she wants me to turn it into a pillow or a framed piece for her wall. Since that's for Bean. but we're super close. Okay. So then for September's viewers pick, the kids ended up pulling. It's funny because I took the 4 that you guys asked, and I asked each kid completely separate, and I just named 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I asked each kid for a number, and I figured if worst came to worst and they picked 2 different numbers, I'd put 500 stitches into each one. They both picked the same one. That was Jeep Van Gogh. I love this project. I wish I had a bigger margin on the bottom for it. It makes me absolutely so nervous. So when I pull out the sewing machine, I do need to attach some fabric on the bottom to make me a little bit more secure. On the top it doesn't matter because it's got the selvage and that won't unfray, but the bottom, it just makes me nervous. So I came in here, and you can't even tell that it's different colors really, but there's some, what is it, 939 is in here, which is kind of a blue black, and then there's some gray in there because I got tired of just doing 310. But you can start to, it's looking so much goodness. So I did that square, finish that up, so that's good news. So that will go back. I believe Jeep Van Gogh is assigned a dancer. But right now it's not playing for Survivor. Okay. Next up is a piece that, as soon as it's finished, it will go to my friend Taryn and Brandon for their wedding because it fits their decor, which is awesome. So I keep this in the car, so generally, so when I pick up like William from work or the kids from class. So I've got the M almost outlined, which is fantastic because then it's just, I don't want to say it's brainless, but it is brainless. Like there's no counting involved. I can talk, I can do whatever. So in all reality, there is a chance that this could get done this year as well, which would be the goal because they got married on Saturday. So I would like to get it done sooner than later. This was an inherited whip from Candace K. So it's kind of cool too. So yeah, even more love. Okay. So then we've been playing Survivor and dance. Okay, so my 3 Survivor pieces are the Wizard of Oz, Kay and Dennis. Kay and Dennis gets plugged in on any game that I can. Like if I'm just like, because I'm pushing to get it done, and I've done the math that if I stitch about 350 stitches a day, every day between now and the end of November, it will be finished. We can just pray. I think that's, but we're getting, like, as long as we're close. Okay, so, and then the Epic Disney Sal. What I realized on Pattern Keeper too, when I uploaded the original Epic Disney Sal, it uploaded some of the colors as Anchor and some as DMC. So I had to re-go through because I was like, I kept buying the floss number and I was like, but this doesn't match. But this doesn't match. And I couldn't, and I was like, okay, take a deep breath, go back to the original pattern and see where the problem is. I did, and that's where I figured it out. Now that it's all been fixed on the original pattern there, so that's a good news. Okay, so this week on Wizard of Oz, I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Oh, he's so good. I finished the Tin Man. I am stitching the Brooks Books characters 1/1. And I think when we figured it out, this is like a 25 count, 22 count. It's teeny tiny holes. And what happens with the 1/1, you can't do 2/2. 2/1 on it because it's too thick. The main part, the center part, that is done 2/2. that way when the characters are done 1/1, they're proportional. The other problem is that when you're doing 1/1, sometimes the thread slides under the linen thread, if that makes sense, and it's kind of a pain in the arse. I did not do him in the called for colors because he's charted a lot in Etoile, in Diamante or whatever it is, like in this, and it just was not happening, especially on this fabric. It just was not happening, and I was ready to throw the whole project out. But he is all done. He's even backstitched. So over here, is going to go the Cowardly Lion. I actually do believe I have enough space on this top row, and I'm leaning towards doing it, of putting like the wizard over here, and then after the Cowardly Lion, putting Glinda over here. The reason I'm leaning towards that is because then when I do the characters coming down this each side, there's not going to be this weird empty gap in the corners. So that's where I'm leaning, but I'm going to wait till I get the Cowardly Lion in, and then we'll go from there. But then the question becomes, should it be the Wizard and Glinda? Should it be the Wicked Witch and Glinda? Should it be the Wizard and the Mayor of Munchkinville? Like, who should go on that top row with Dorothy, the Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man? I mean, there's lots of options. So yeah, and then I still have all the back stitching on the middle, and I actually have to finish the book page. So I think, while I want to work on the Cowardly Lion, I think the next time this comes up for a project, I might focus in on finishing the centerpiece with all of the back stitching and stuff. And the little, I think I'm going to do little red beads in the green field rather than French knots. So, but the Tin Man is done. The Tin Man is done. Makes me so happy. You have no idea. I have stitched the Cowardly Lion before, and so I'm hoping it goes as smooth as it did the last time I stitched it, because it goes super fast. Okay. Oh, I did forget one. Okay, so I did work on Primrose Cottage Stitches, the 4th of July rules. This is a sale that I'm doing with Stephanie, but Stephanie's finished, and I love that for her. I got the flag all done. That's all I got done last week. That's okay. So the goal this week is, honestly, there's 3 like pinwheel flowers that go in right here, and then there's a row of flowers underneath. Now, in a perfect world, I will get the 3 pinwheel flowers and then the other row of flowers done. But if I could even get some of the pinwheel flowers in this week, I'll be happy. So yeah. Okay. We're almost done, y'all. Okay. So this is my Tanya bag, one of them, from Needle and Bones. I love it. Look at dinosaurs. Tula pink dinosaurs. Love it. Okay. So in here is my Epic Disney set from Cloud. The basis is from Cloud's Factory, okay? And then for a while on Etsy, there was a ivory needle shop. She no longer sells on Etsy. Her and I, though, became friends, and she is also working on this. And then in the group, they had a modification as well that I use. So mine is not like it's not exactly the Clouds Factory one anymore. In the center is Maleficent's castle. The Evil Queen is, because Maleficent is my favorite villain. Okay, so I went to do more of the blue swirls to get my stitches in. And I kept going, why is this blue? My blue wasn't matching. My blue was. I bought the blue. I was like, well, maybe I didn't grab the right color. And I was like, I did grab the right color. And I went to the store 3 times. And I bought the wrong blue every time. But the number matched what was in my pattern keeper. It's because I bought DMC number when it should have been the anchor number, but I'm stitching in the DMCs. So I've got that fixed. I found one in my stash, so I'll be able to kind of come over here and do the last swirl flourish on the other side of, I think this one is Sleeping Beauty's castle. It also needs to be backstitched. Now this one is from Yvette at Ivory Needle. And then Yvette has done a lot of the other movies, and I've contacted her, and she is going to work on Fantasia. Because what I asked, so I figured that the original grouping, Mickey, Minnie, Disney, it should be Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto, Goofy. Now she's added in Daisy, Clarabelle the clown, Clarabelle the cow, and one other character. But they're the original, the OGs. So I put them in the center. So then I was like, okay, so my favorite is Winnie the Pooh. I absolutely love Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie the Pooh, I'm going to actually put below, just under Mickey Mouse. On either side, I was going to put the kids' favorite movies. Bella's is Mulan. Williams is Fantasia. So Yvette is going to chart me Fantasia, including Sorcerer Mickey, I think her name is Florence the hippo, because she's my mother's favorite out of Fantasia, and then like the dancing mushrooms, I think, and then I told her whatever else you need to kind of go in there, like, so I'm imagining probably like the little dancing, the mops will probably make it in that section. So she's going to chart me that. She has also charted Lady and the Champ. I forget. I need to go through again and create a master list of all of the movies, because I've also gotten the ones that have come out since the original board was done from Cloud's Factory. I have all of them that have been available. So I need to recreate my master list because somehow that's been gone. But anyways, I digress. Once again, squirrel. Okay. Lizzie lady. Okay, so I got in Lizzie, if you don't stop. I got in Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. And I'm so excited. They're so cute. So that is on my Stitchy Survivor board. We work on that. I self-dyed that, Ada. I have no idea how to recreate it. I wish I did, because it is a gorgeous, like sea glassy blue-green. It's gorgeous. And I would stitch so much more on it. But I did not. I have no idea. None. Just okay. So the only other thing that I have worked on, and I finished all of the 310, all of the 3799, and now I am working on 9 something. It's an orange. As soon as that color is done, I will have no single color that has 1,000 stitches. Everything is less than 1,000 stitches left. I have less than 20,000. I have like 18,000 stitches left in Kay and Dennis. That sounds astronomical when I say that out loud. However, when I started with over 44,000, or right around 44,000, that sounds miraculously. So again, every time I can put this in for a prompt, like in a game that I'm playing, I do. What is that? That is Kay and Dennis. I usually stitch on this too on my Thursday night Zoom with the girls. It's so good. It's just so good. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait for Kay to see it. There have been times I have wanted to pull my hair out. Not even gonna lie. There are times where I have wanted to throw it out and just say, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But I am glad that I am persevering and we are getting it done, because I know that she is just gonna love it and cherish it. And it's just gonna make an amazing piece in their house. So, like I said, we're on track to get it done before Christmas, hopefully in time to get it framed for Christmas. Worst case scenario is I will give her that and we'll take her to the frame shop with us. Or maybe she gets it for the Feast of the Three Kings. I usually do a handmade gift to loved ones for the Feast of the Three Kings. I have since the kids were little. So yeah, so that is all of my stitching. Tomorrow night is Dancing with the Stars. So I'm super excited to see what projects get pulled for that. I am going to, for Full Coverage Fanatics, which is one of the groups I'm in, next year they are doing, you could join a team, you could do it by yourself too, but we're not that crazy, okay? They're doing the stitches from Earth to the Moon, which is like 230,000 stitches, and is one of their goals. So I have a team, like I joined a team. If you want to join our team, let me know. I'll get you in. And you can stitch on as many full coverage whips as you want to contribute to the team's overall stitches to get to the moon. I think that's just fun. It's one of those like, okay, that's super, super fun. I like that. I like those kinds of challenges where it leaves me a lot of flexibility, but at the same time, it's still like, okay, like, are we out of the atmosphere yet? Like, where are we on our journey? Like, I don't know. So yeah, so that's all I've got. This Sunday too is our celebration of life for my professor Kelly. I'm supposed to have a wedding Saturday. I don't know. That may not go. Like I said, I've got a lot of stuff coming in and going, and yeah, I sort of feel really unsettled. I am going to do WIPGO next year, but I think I'm going to keep my prompts really kind of very loosey-goosey sort of thing, like more like, hey Tammy, what do you want me to, like, you're the person I'm calling, so who do you want, what do you want me to stitch on? Hey Kim, what do you want me, okay Kim, we already know what I'm stitching on. If you're my person, I know I'm going to stitch on Henrietta, my monkey on a toilet, because whatever, those kinds of things. So, and like I said, I'm still very hopeful that I'll have the Space Cell off my list. I'll have Kay and Dennis off my list. Those are two really big, like, those aren't small, like, especially Kay and Dennis. Space Cell, I guess you could challenge me on whether or not that's a big or small, but whatever. So I'm hopeful to get those done. Like I said, usually I have been trying to do the little updates like midweek, like towards the end of the week, with going, okay, so if you're playing Stitching Survivor, if you're Dancing with the Stars, these are who you're picking, like, kind of thing, and like just throwing those little blurbs up. So go ahead and stay tuned for those. If you like them. If you don't have to watch them. Like, that's fine. Oh, I did get more pair eyewears, and they attach very nicely to my refrigerator. I know, they're so cute. So yeah, I think next year I'm still going to be focusing on getting more done off my WIP list, but I'm also going to be focusing, I think, a little bit on both extremes, like the ones like clearing off the oldest WIPs or the ones that are closest to done, but also getting some really good progress on some of my full coverage, because I don't want them hanging around till I'm like older than Yoda. I'd like them done before the year 2050,000. So, I can't think of anything else offhand. And so rather than rambling, since my dog is getting antsy and I've got to get stuff together, I'm going to let you go. So, with that, remember, you are smart. You are beautiful. You are cherished. You are strong. You are loved. You are needed. You are wanted. and you matter. So I love you. If you need me, you know where to get me. Don't forget, we're still selling patterns for 42 strong. I would love before the end of the year to sell like maybe 10 more. That would give them a gift of $200. And that would just be amazing. So yeah, that is definitely a piece that I'm going to focus on next year as well. So I will probably start that over Christmas break. Don't forget, on the 13th, so this next week, we're starting Jacques the Pumpkinhead guy. I have my colors. I have not pulled my fabric for that. So we have that going. It's also my birthday month. I'm not doing a birthday sale. I always forget. So, I mean, I just feel like stitch on something that brings you happy and makes you think of me. If you want to do like the hashtag Kelly's birthday sale, I don't know. I mean, I turned 53. It's not like it's a big deal. So yeah. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. I'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.